Hello, everybody,
Howdy.
and welcome back to the Full Dark, No Stars Riverdale podcast. Today, we partook in episode 20 of season 2. Man, there was a riot this episode.
We going off.
This
dude.
episode was a riot.
Actually.
Oh my god, so much was happening.
We
Everyone doing shit.
We were investigating the murder of one Midge. Midge.
Like half the cast is doing that.
Yep.
Well, like Archie and Jughead trying to figure out what would happen to Midge. Also, they're the sides they're associated with blame each other and are actively trying to kill one another.
With egging from Hiram.
Egging, Hiram being the puppet master, just being like, I am going to pit literally everyone against each other. I will win in the end. Everyone's going to be dead. I will save this town.
He will.
Once everyone has slaughtered themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We have Veronica trying to one-up her own father, trying to take control away from him.
It's true.
We have Betty still trying to catch the Black Hood, which is, wow, that's woo. So much happening over there. Love that. And just everything is culminated because you have like stuff with the Black Hood that's crossing over with stuff with the drama with, of course, like the Midge murder and stuff. So you have these serpents and the bulldogs going at it. You have Hiram trying to take control. And it's just like, this season did a lot better with culminating the four main characters' stories into the big mystery
at the end.
Yeah.
Because even though we've like solved the mystery, so to say, at this point, we still got stuff to take care of.
Yeah, the core mystery has, not in this episode.
But like even still, and it's opened more windows for, because I think, they didn't make it obvious, but they gave enough breadcrumbs to really, but then you're like, oh wait, but was it?
Yeah.
Oh, but maybe,
Yeah, this episode was very, very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So much was happening every scene, and my favorite's gotta be, I'm sorry, I saved the line.
Oh,
wait, let me grab it real quick, because we have the best team up this episode is with Cheryl and Betty tag teaming to solve a mystery together.
Cousins.
And I love that when Cheryl walks in on like a distraught Betty, she just simply says, "Dear cousin, you look harrowed."
Cousin, you look harrowed.
Oh my god. What a line.
Dude, I love her so much. She's so good. Holy shit.
I love that she just refers to Betty as dear cousin.
Cousin, my dear cousin. She's, at this point, Betty's the only family that Cheryl has that she can like even remotely trust.
It's very true.
Because we haven't seen Mrs. Blossom or the Nana Blossom
the
or
uncle.
The uncle.
Yeah,
we haven't seen them.
Evil twin uncle.
Yeah. The fucking stupidest swerve, but also like
but give
kind of like I wouldn't have it any other way. No, this episode was good, and it kind of just keeps gearing up and gearing up.
Right. So much was happening because Betty, for sure, is like, the Black Hood's my dad.
Yep.
She's like, it's Hal. And it all lines up. Her and Cheryl are solving this mystery together.
Fuck Betty and Jughead.
No.
Give me a Cheryl Betty mystery series.
They think they have found the killer for who killed Midge, and it was like the guy, a serpent that was having an affair with Midge. So he went to jail.
His name's Fangs.
Fangs
Fogarty.
And it's just so much was happening. I liked this episode.
Yeah.
I can honestly say that.
It was quite good.
I was entertained from start to finish. Granted, I still don't care about the Jughead and Archie plot. It's exciting to watch, but I don't care about it because I don't care about those characters. The Veronica plot feels like a different television show.
Altogether.
Like, it feels like Desperate Housewives is happening across the street.
Desperate Housewives meets The Sopranos, right? Like,
yeah, like that's what it feels like to me.
And I don't know, Hermione's like, I just keep thinking about Hermione from season 1.
I like season 1 Hermione.
I think she would have been a much better fit in this. It would have at least caused more conflict because she's been just so steadfast in everything Hiram's been a part of.
It's true.
And it's like from the jump, right? When it's like, she was trying to make an earnest change, and we haven't even gotten any hint that it's been maybe not genuine or anything like that.
Yeah. It's definitely one of those, like, when they went to season 2 and they swapped out the writing staff, we got a new Hermione out of this. Like, that's just a different new character.
It's a sad time.
Yeah. Kind of the same with Betty. We got like a new Betty this season, basically.
I like this Betty though.
I like this
I'm
Betty.
okay with this Betty.
I like this Betty.
Sure.
It's just.
Oh man. No,
I like right on the edge, ready to snap and become a serial killer Betty.
She's got that darkness.
She's got that darkness.
Xehanort's like, ooh.
Xehanort's gonna retire when he sees her.
I know.
No, I can't.
You be the darkness. I'm going to the beach.
I'm outie.
I'm gonna go hang out with Pooh. I like that guy. He says, "Oh bother."
Oh bother.
So fucking good. Oh man. So I got a curveball for you.
Yeah.
So this last weekend, I went over. Meg and I went over to some friend's house, helped them pack and everything because they're about to move and all that. Sitting on the shelf, they have a lot of collectibles, memorabilia, etc. Yeah. Sitting on the shelf, and we sat and watched probably the first 10 episodes. They own one of the 2,500 copies of the Blu-rays of Oban Star Racers.
Those Blu-rays are kind of bad.
No, they're great. They look amazing.
I wouldn't say they look amazing.
For the show, for what it is, I'd say they've done a pretty decent job.
I think the fan conversion looks better.
I mean, that's fair. 12 of one, half a dozen of the other. But at the same time, so we watched like the first 10 episodes before we ended up leaving. What a show.
That show would never get made today.
Never. It's so of the time and so of the people who made it.
Oh, yeah.
It's just...
Oh, yeah.
It coalesced into something that I love to my very core.
Okay, so... I'm going to say something that might disappoint people. I think Oban Star Racer is a bad TV show.
That's very disappointing.
But the opening and ending themes are amazing.
Slapping.
But only the French ones.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you've watched the American broadcast opening.
I think what is on the Blu-rays is the original, like, French.
It probably is. Yeah. Because we got like a weird punk rock song in English, and I
remember it.
Oh, and then like the French and Japanese broadcast. I don't know what kind of blood money was spent on this, but like Yoko Kanno did the opening and ending themes, and they are beautiful.
Like overall, like so the Blu-ray pack. So that was part of like the Kickstarter that came with it.
Yeah,
came with like a little art book and a whole bunch of like information about it. The staff that they had that worked on this show
was kind of
stacked as fuck.
Yeah, and the show's not good.
Like, okay. It's a lot of times I'd say it's pretty good to look at if you're not looking at the characters too much. Don't get me wrong.
What's worse, the noses in this or the noses in the Vision of Escaflowne? He thinking over here.
I think Escaflowne just works better. Cohesively.
Yeah.
Like, it as a design choice for how that show is, it just works better than literal no-nose Joes for every character in Oban. But all the same, one thing that really stood out to me was the CG in this show.
Yeah.
Incredible for its time.
Insane for the era.
I don't
actually insane.
I don't get it.
I don't know how much money was spent or the sifting to get this staff together for this show. What had to have happened for this? I have no idea. I think the show is really fun to watch. I do like it, but I don't think it ever actually gets there.
No. Like, narratively, you kind of don't care.
I don't care about any character in this show.
No. I like the main girl's design. Like, it feels so of the time that, like, it's just perfect. Also, I love Rick Thunderbolt.
Oh my god.
His name is Rick Thunderbolt. He's jacked, he has luscious hair, and then he has a flat fucking face with no nose. It's hilarious, dude.
He's no Jack Atlas.
No,
That's for
he's
sure.
no Jack Atlas. He's Rick fucking Thunderbolt.
You know what? That might be the problem. Because I'd rather watch the first 27 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds than watch the entirety of Obon Star Racer.
Oh, no, dude. Obon's... I'm having such a good time.
Okay, so here's the... Every time I try to watch Obon Star Racer, right?
Mm-hmm.
I skip the episode, go straight to the ending theme, go, beautiful, and then stop watching.
You should watch it in the server. See what people
I've already done that, and nobody liked it.
No! No! You guys have let me down! No!
I say no one. One person was there watching it with me. You know who you were.
That's so sad.
That was a fun night. It was really nice, really cute.
You should watch it.
This was like when I first had the server.
Okay.
Like it was one of the. I think it was the first show I streamed on.
That's so fucking fun. That's incredible. Oh man.
So there really weren't people in the server yet.
Right. Now's the time. Now's the time. Let's watch Obon. Let's watch Obon together. That'd be so lit.
Join the Patreon, and you too can watch bad anime with me at awkward hours of the day as I slave away at drawing. It's
usually anywhere from 12 a.m. EST to 10 a.m. EST. Perhaps even further.
We can go further beyond sometimes.
Yeah. You're like, oh, I just couldn't sleep. I've been up for 24 hours. You absolute maniac.
Yeah, it's going to kill me.
It is.
But that's fine.
What are we doing here? We're in a kitchen.
We were having some troubles with some work. Cammy boy, gamer raged, murdered his keyboard, reopened his stitches. Devin had to roll him to the hospital.
Yeah, roll him. Like he log rolled him. He like stood on top of him and Fred Flintstone log rolled him.
All the way there.
Hell yeah. And now it's October, I think.
Yes.
That was back in April.
We're in October of 2020, guys. Tell me in the comments what you were doing in October of 2020.
Yeah.
After 7 months after Echo and 6 months after his episode, Cameron feels worse than he did right after Echo. Lit.
Damn.
The voice that had wormed its way into his damaged ear had disappeared after just a few days of antipsychotic treatment, but it returned again and again. Every few days. The return of a friend. Whenever something upset him, whenever he gets into an argument with Devin, and really, whenever it pleases, it makes itself known. It comes in a deep masculine voice, though sometimes it's Brian-like in how it taunts and laughs at him. Short asides that were sometimes mean, sometimes meaningless, and sometimes boring, all about the things Cameron would do, and the people he would see. It feels like it's trying to remind Cameron things aren't okay as weeks continue to come and go, with manageable but clearly present psychotic symptoms. He had worried his broken arm would stop him from being able to play music as well as he used to. Turns out he didn't have to worry about that at all, because he doesn't give a fuck anymore. Let's go!
That'll do it.
Like a switch, his interests, his motivations, his want to do anything productive or useful seem to just turn off. His thought process had been wrecked, and the disorganized thought during his episode became present even when he wasn't having one. His mother said she needed meth because it fought the feelings that her psychosis brought on, which was brought on by the meth. A vicious cycle. And speaking of which, he finally got his diagnosis.
Oh?
Schizophrenia.
I'm so smart, dude. I literally said that. I literally said that. I should be a doctor.
Oh my god.
I should diagnose people. I'm so smart.
I should just be a doctor.
I should just be. Give me my doctorate. I'm so smart. Give me that PhD, bro. I'm in it.
Oh my god, it's fine. Likely induced by the trauma and drug use in Echo. Not that it really matters what induced it, because the problem is that he has it. There's no taking that back after all.
There he is.
Look at him in his groovable moozle.
Little gritty moozle.
You can just walk over and just grab his snoot, wiggle it around.
What chord is he playing on his shirt?
That's chord.
Do you know what chord it is?
It's chord.
It's a chord. It's an actual
chord
shape.
Yeah.
Do you know which one?
I'm gonna name someone chord.
I'm gonna name him chord. I'm gonna chord.
I'm courting.
Oh my god.
This is F.
New.
Yeah. It's FACE.
FACE. That's
it's face.
It's on the piano. It's not the same.
Yeah.
That's a guitar.
Yeah.
It's a B minor chord.
Yeah. Just a minor?
Yeah, it's a minor chord.
We don't do minors here.
Cameron apparently
That's
does.
illegal.
I'm not doing it. He's doing it.
Cameron's
Sorry, Cammy boy.
Cameron's playing some minors. I like this shirt though. I like this. He's super cute.
He look at this little troubled guy.
Yeah. I'd bully him.
I'm sure. Even after all of his trauma.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Yeah.
Leave him alone. Leave him alone, dude.
Leave him alone.
Leave him be.
For recklessness from Acacia logs.
Oh my god.
Acacia?
Absolutely not. No way. You have so many more big words to read.
Yeah, we have escitalopram for depression, trazodone for sleep and depression, topiramate for weight control. What? Mm-hmm. Okay. Guanfanis for ticks. Oh.
Not like the bugs.
Oh.
It's the kind of ticks where he says things.
That's so disappointing. That's so disappointing.
Yeah.
There's no pill that just makes it so that ticks don't bother you.
Dude, if that were the case, I would eat all those pills. Because I hate those. I hate those little fucks. I hate them.
I hate ticks too, Cameron. It's fine. So does Chunter.
Mm-hmm.
Chunter and I on the same wavelength.
Complains about it all the time.
Chunter and I are on too much of the same wavelength.
How does that feel? How does that make you feel?
If so seen.
So seen.
I felt so seen. I'm like, that's me for fur. And everyone told me that's concerning.
I'm also going to tell you that's very concerning. Chunter's not great. Well,
what?
Depending on the one you get. Depending on whichever one you get.
No! Right? Chunter is good. Everyone's so mean. Chunter is great. And PTSD and clonazepam. What?
Yeah.
Is that the new Klonoa sequel?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's the third one where he fights anxiety.
Yeah. From Inside Out.
Well, the world is... Yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's a crossover. The final boss is anxiety from Inside Out 2. It's great.
Okay, as needed for anxiety and panic attacks. His head tilts to the right before coming back up in a sort of twitching movement twice. The symptoms of schizophrenia are devastating enough, but so are the side effects of the antipsychotics to treat it. Side effects that are covered up by medications that cause even more side effects. What's the point? What's the point? What is this? I don't take any prescriptions. I probably should, but I don't go to the doctor.
True. So true, bestie. You don't go to the doctor.
We live in America.
Reasonable. Kind of can't do that, really.
Right. Side effects, which in turn are maybe more tolerable. The first antipsychotic that he tried made him too tired, and he was totally switched after 4 months. Totally? Why did I say that?
I don't know.
Finally, he was totally switched.
He was totally switched. He was totally switched after 4 months.
Right. The switch aggravated. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
There's too many weird words making normal words look weird.
There's a lot of yeah. No, I'm with you. You've been reading all these fucking super science words, and if anything else is big, you're like, oh, that must be another one.
It must be another one of these weird
another box of bitches.
Yeah, aggravated the dopamine in his brain, according to his last psychiatrist, and for some reason, this meant that his childhood motor and vocal tics got to come back. That's good. Not just come back, but they came back with a vengeance, to the point that when he got especially emotional, his neck and sometimes his body would go into an uncontrollable twitching fit. At least he could hide it, or at the very least control it when he was younger. It makes him feel like some kind of freak show in public. His vocal tics would come up at the worst of moments, and talking to anyone other than Devin would result in awful humiliation that sometimes triggered psychosis again. But when a vocal tic involving his diaphragm appeared, one that he's never had before, Cameron really began to despair. It would force him to exhale for 10 to 15 seconds before holding it until he nearly blacked out. Then it would release, and he would gasp in air again, vision coming back through blurry tears, only for it to... Okay, that's fine.
Nice.
That's fine. Through blurry tears, only for it to happen half a dozen more times in agonizing waves. It was so distressing that each time it happened, it triggered an episode, and he'd be left with so many tics happening at once that even Devin couldn't communicate with him. The familiar tightening in his abdomen, signaling the approach of another episode, was enough to make him whine and cry in dread. All of this because of that damn pill that's supposed to help him. 3 or 4 of those vocal episodes every day for a week, and Devin had finally had enough and found a different psychiatrist. This helped a great deal, and Cameron found himself trusting her far more than he ever did his first psychiatrist. She immediately switched him to another antipsychotic, one that she said would help his tics too. Still, when Cameron had been readying himself to take his first dose, he broke down, and he had cried like a child. He even begged Devin not to make him take it, which just made the whole situation so much worse. What if it caused more problems to show up? What if it made him worse? Cameron read about all of the horrible, lifelong side effects that antipsychotics can cause. Let's go. Dyskinesia, akasia, dysonia, catatonia. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. And his old childhood bane that he had almost forgotten about. Triethylamine. Tourette's? I think I've heard of that term.
You've definitely heard that term. That's how it's spelled.
Oh. Okay.
Tourette's.
Syndrome.
One of my favorites that someone I know who has Tourette episodes on time. There you go. Elden Ring, baby. It's one of my favorite.
Oh, they're a Zoomer?
No, he's older than I am.
A Zoomer.
Yeah, but like he's just...
If they choose to say Elden Ring.
He's just like, milling about in the kitchen. You'll just hear, Elden Ring, baby. And that's just apropos of nothing. It's my fucking favorite.
Not even Dank Souls?
No.
That's like the only good one.
He says, Elden Ring, baby.
At least it's not Bloodborne.
True.
The word Tardive? What?
Tardive, maybe?
Tardive?
It might be pronounced Tardive. I feel like I've seen that word before.
But the E.
What about the E?
Tardive.
Sure.
The theory.
Shut the fuck up with your fucking theory.
Please, everyone, tell me if you believe in the vowel power level theory.
I will believe your theory when I see the thesis paper written and published in a scientific journal of literature. That's when I will believe
I'm going to go back to school for literature.
Just to prove a point. Little do we know, in 30 years, Josh's paper has helped a whole new generations of people learn English at a much easier rate by noticing the power level theory.
Look, I would joke in college that I was going to switch my major to science so that I can get all the way up, like, all the ranks of the science field.
Yeah.
Get to, like, proclaim a great theory and go, like, I know how to stop global warming. We build a giant air conditioner in the North Pole.
This is my favorite theory that you would always use to come up with. This is my favorite one.
You build a giant AC unit.
Like I just imagine like a really shitty window unit, like just enormous, the size of like 5 stadiums, just sitting up in the North Pole.
Yes, though.
We direct all power in the world to that. It's
directly
direct to you. Oh my god. I'm gonna look up this word.
Right? Can be placed in front of any of those symptoms, which means that even if you stop taking the drug, and even if years go by, the symptoms linger. I guess that's what that word means.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's always the worry that tolerance might build, a super sensitivity might set in, and the dosage might need to be increased, and then he might develop a treatment-resistance form of schizophrenia. Oh, I said that name probably wrong. Schizophrenia. There we go.
Schizophorexia.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Sure. Ella snoring out here.
He comes into the window. Hello.
Cameron be like, a woman.
Are you a Phyrexian man or an Eldrazi man?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to say Phyrexian, and that is because my husband in Magic the Gathering is Jin Gitaxias.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
Respectable.
Yeah, everyone
even.
hates me for that. Anytime someone declares end phase and I go flash timing, and they go like, you're not, and then, like tap 10 Jin Gitaxias.
My husband.
Please discard your whole hand.
Please discard your whole hand and shove your foot up your ass.
How's that? Everyone's like, does anyone have a counter spell? And they'll do it, and I'll be like, cool, forces of like fierce guardianship.
This is happening. Just stop trying. This is happening.
Or I'll tell someone, I'll bounce this to my hand during your turn, so it'll only affect him, and they'll be like, deal.
Hell yeah. That's the way to do it.
Right. All from these little pills are wreaking havoc on the synapses of his brain. More poison, more brain damage, more. Cameron rubs his right ear vigorously. You're the brain damage, asshole. Yes.
Whoa.
Yes. Fuck you, you brain damage piece of shit. You can't. Why don't you take the whole bottle, pathetic faggot? Think you can just talk to me like that, motherfucker? That's what it sounds like.
He's so angry.
That's what that sounds like.
I agree. Look at it.
Remembering the management techniques his therapist taught him, Cameron takes a deep breath. Okay, time to take my medication. It's been a few weeks now, and my tics have decreased by over half, and I haven't had breathing tic in 4 days. I feel like this is a good progress. What, you think positive symptoms have decreased by maybe 40% over the last week? Good progress. I just hope my negative symptoms improve as well. That's my next goal, once I reach stability. His thoughts are his own again, and that makes Cameron feel at least a little bit better, knowing that some things are coming easier. He begins pulling his pill organizer and pulling out the most important ones. His psychiatrists had been right, and for once, Cameron feels like they might have at least found the right road to the new him. Despite tolerating paliperidone, much better than the last antipsychotic, it still causes the same side effects that make him need to take all the other meds. At least it makes his tics better. Though, oh my god. Though he doubts they will truly, never truly go away like they did in his childhood. Tardive Tourette syndrome. Yes? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Tourette's. Okay.
Tourette's.
Devastating on its own, but still controllable, manageable this time. With time. He has to believe that. As the sound of pills rattle against the plastic seems to echo through the kitchen, Cameron hears Devin in the study.
Oh, you taking them now? Just a sec.
That was fast. Cameron mutters under his breath, feeling just a little resentful, not respectful, resentful.
The other one.
Knowing that Devin had been listening on his thinking out loud technique. If you're in the same,
It's the thinking out loud is part of his therapy.
Yes, but if he's in the next room over,
right,
and you're the only two here, he's gonna hear you.
Yeah, but maybe he wouldn't be listening.
What's he gonna do?
I mean, if he's working on something, he just may not hear the specifics of what he's talking about.
He needs to hear if Cameron collapses.
It's true.
It's fine. Cameron sighs and picks up the pill again, staring at it closely as if able to see the molecule structure engineered to block the dopamine receptors in his brain. The root cause of psychosis, at least on the molecular level. It's more complicated than that. It always is.
He's got pants on. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he does. He looks good. Yeah.
He's recovered pretty well.
Devin comes in with just his underwear on. Oh, it's just underwear.
No, I see.
Oh, good. A year ago, it would have been a sight that Cameron would have appreciated. He probably would have put his arms around him and rubbed his face into his chest like he used to. But his sex drive was killed months ago, either from meds or from one of the many symptoms of schizophrenia, and it's just another reminder that he's not who he used to be. While sex is the last thing on his mind, Cameron knows it's important to their relationship. He occasionally would force himself to do it and pretend to enjoy it, but everything aches now, and in the end, he'd find himself staring at the ceiling. Devin noticed and eventually suggested they wait until Cameron feels better, until he actually wants it himself, which only made Cameron feel worse. Devin's libido is stronger than Cameron's ever was, so he knows it must be sexually frustrating for the bear. But right now, Devin is just standing there, smiling pleasantly as he watches Cameron. Making sure you take your poison? He wants your brain damaged more than it already is. A jolt of fear, a dip in unreality. Cameron feels angry at how easily the voice slipped into his thoughts again. Useful poison. Cameron winces at the crazy coming out of his mouth. Sorry, I'm just thinking out loud. If that's what you're wondering.
Okay, that's good. Remember, it does seem to act up right before you take your medication, so don't worry about it too much.
Yeah? You know I don't need you watching me anymore. It's quiet as Cameron swallows the pill, angling himself so that Devin can see. Then he follows it with the rest of the 5 or so pills in his paws. Holds in his paw. Cameron finishes swallowing them, knowing that in an hour, he won't be able to keep his eyes open. Right. Or do you still not trust me?
No, I agree with you. But we also agreed I'd do it for at least a year, just in case. Even if you said you were fine, remember?
Cameron hates the fact that he's right. Yeah, because you don't trust me. Spitefully, Cameron turns to show Devin the underside of his tongue, as if the bear might suspect he's hiding it.
Cameron.
You want to do a cavity search too? Hey, you know, maybe that could be our solution. I take my meds, and you get to play with my ass. Cameron feels the burst of anger from Devin, and for some reason it feels good.
That's the kind of fucked up thing to say, don't you think? Is that what you think I care about right now?
Devin's already sounding angry, quicker than he usually does, and suddenly they're in a fight. The ones they never had before Echo. Things must have be getting extra stressful for Devin if it's this easy to provoke him, and Cameron should do something to help him, to soothe him. But instead, he wants this fight. For a moment, he even wants Devin to hit him. Kill him, grab one of the knives. Punch him right in the face, and end everything as they know it. Not much for them to lose anyway. Why are you all of a sudden intent on me taking my meds? I'm pretty different from college, right?
This is so different, Cameron. I know I talked shit on psychology before. I acted like I knew what it was about. But like you say, everyone changes.
It's because I'm a problem to you now, and you just want to take what's, making me not crazy, even if it makes you feel like shit.
I want you to get better.
I'm not going to get better, Devin. This is permanent.
It doesn't mean you can't get better. That's the point.
And then I'll relapse.
If you relapse, we help you get better again.
I don't even care about that stupid voice anymore. Or even the tics. Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you.
I'll make you care, you piece of shit. But it feels like my soul has been sucked out, and I don't know if it's the meds or the crazy or just me, but I hate it.
I hate it too. I hate it so much. I hate that you feel this way. That's why I'm doing this.
But you don't even have a fucking clue what it's like. Everyone just talks about the voices and hallucinations and delusions, but what about the cognitive shit? I can't think. Nothing feels real, and I feel dead.
You're right, I don't. But you're all I think about almost every minute of the day because I see you suffer, and I want to stop it.
Lies. Idiot. Fucking faggot. Hurt and kill him. I'm probably suffering because of the meds. It's like back in college, but 10 times worse. I can't even write or even listen to music anymore. I don't want to do anything.
Come on, Cameron. This is the main reason people relapse. Their positive symptoms go away, they think they're better, and then they stop their meds so the negative symptoms aren't as bad, then they relapse. You need time, a year at least, and maybe then we can start tapering off, but not now.
And what if I do relapse? It's like only half of a schizophrenics that ever achieve full 10 years remission. The medical literature has obsessed over... pours out of his mouth. A shitty quality of life, up to 30 years of the average life expectancy, incurable.
Then we'll try again, right?
A burst of anxiety from Devon. While Cameron never thought hard on what he might do, he does suppose he'd consider ending it. If this is how the rest of his life will play out, he's sure he will eventually. But only when Devon isn't here to take that blow. He hates you, wants you to die. The voice continues to talk, and Cameron rubs his ears, trying to ground himself. Right. The obvious signs of Cameron having an episode seems to bring Devon back down as well. The bear quickly hugs Cammy Boy.
I'm sorry.
Aw, pat pat. Just smack him a bit. It's fine. Oh, whoops. Despite his sores and sensitive skin, it feels good after the burst of anger and sadness. I'm just sad. I'm sad because I had such a good life with you, and it feels like it was just yesterday, but it's just gone now. It's strange that he can't remember his past life so vividly, that he can. The feeling of being mostly normal in his brain. Devon squeezes him tightly.
You always talk about the new you, and how we just have to wait for him to get here. We'll have a new life. It'll just be a rough couple of months, maybe a bit longer.
Cameron sniffles. What day is it anyway? Like the 15th?
The 24th, I think.
I forgot that your birthday was last week. I just remembered now. And Devon laughs.
Honestly, me too.
Oh, very good. Very good. I think we'll end the part here.
Okay.
So we'll see you guys around.